Whoosh. This is day one of my challenge, dropping from 170 to 155. And I'm going to work out for at least 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. And when I come back, I should be at a different weight. All right, 2 hours later on, the same day, I'm at 164.4. So I lost a good amount of weight. All right, so I got like 9 more pounds to go. I'm going to be hydrating back up with some fruits, strawberries, starfruit, apples, some avocado. And I'm going to be using hemp powder mixed in with a little bit of water. This is what I weighed this morning when I woke up, 165.6. I put on a pound. So I'm going to go work out now. And when I came back, my weight was lower. I went down to 159.8. I worked out like for an hour, right? So I lost around 6 pounds. So by tomorrow, I will be at 155. And I did all this, dropping to 159.8 in around 22 hours. So it wasn't a full day actually. I did all this in 22 hours. So by tomorrow, I will be at 155. This morning I got up, I was 163.2, so I put on 4 pounds from being 159, I believe. I made the goal though, 155.4. So I had to shed at least 8 pounds to get to that 155. After hydrating up, I hit 163, but that was earlier. So right about now, I'm probably like 166 point something, right? So this is the cut. The picture on the left, I believe I was 170 there, could be 169. And the picture on the right, I dropped down to that 155.4. How do I feel at 155 pounds? Well, you can see it in my face. It's not a weight that I would want to stay at. The best weight for me is anywhere from 166 and up to 170. That's where I feel my best. And you can see it in my face. So it's just something where I'm able to do because, as I said, I'm on a plant-based lifestyle, vegan, raw food. So a lot of my body is just mostly water. Like they say, 60 to 50% of your body is water, right? If you don't get enough fluids into your body, that could shut down all your organs. So your body needs water, very important, right? You always want to stay hydrated. They say you could go a day without water. After a day, you supposedly will die, right? But I hear stories a lot of people go on for like 13 days without water. A lot of the fruits and vegetables have water in it, right? And it also has the nutrients that your body needs. So even though you might eat strawberries, eat star fruits, there's water in there also. But it's good to always keep hydrated, right? Will I ever do this again? Nah, I have no reason to. As I said, there's not much fat in my body at all. So it's just strictly water weight I'm losing. But as I said, this is something that I know how to do. And I've done this before through fasting, detoxing the body. So I don't recommend anybody to just get up and do this. You have to remember that I'm coming from a plant-based, raw food, vegan lifestyle. I've been on that way of life for the past 5 years, going on 6, and I've been detoxing and fasting. So my body is used to this, right? So the whole combination of the weight loss for 1 day and 18 hours, that's how long it took me. For the 1 day and 18 hours, I've lost 20 pounds. Could be 21, 22, but I'm just going to say it's 20 pounds because I hydrate back up, which pushed me back up to like maybe 4 pounds extra from the coconut water. I was drinking a little bit of water mixing with the hemp. I was eating like star fruits, strawberries, apple. So, I had to drop back down the weight again. So, but it never passed over like double the weight that I need to cut, unless I'll be trying to cut 30 pounds. So basically I cut a combination, it would say 20 pounds a cut. I was going to say 20. And it took me a day and 18 hours to do all that. Now the question is, how did I lose 20 pounds in a day so fast, right? Like I mentioned, it's all on your lifestyle. What lifestyle have you been living, right? I'm on a plant-based, raw food, vegan lifestyle. Majority of my body mass, you see, is basically all water. Basically, from the fruits, you know, from the vegetables, it's mostly water. I don't really have any fat in me. So all I really did was just get rid of the water in my body. No, you could say that I was dehydrating myself, but I never got dehydrated though. That's the thing. Because I was still rehydrating with coconut water and water, but I put just enough into my body to where the next day when I work out, I had enough to carry me, plus drop some more weight on top of that, right? So it's something where you have to be mentally prepared for it too. You know, as I said, depends on your lifestyle. If you're coming from, you know, a place where, you know, you eat animal products, you know, steaks, chicken, so forth. If you have any cravings for food, you know, if you have drug addiction, like, you know, painkillers, prescription drugs, a daily cigarette smoker, daily alcohol drinker. So those things are addictions. If you have those addictions and you're trying to do what I'm doing here, you will pass out. Your body will go into shock and your organs will shut down on you. This is something where, as I said, you have to be mentally prepared. You have to know what you're doing when you're doing this, and also your lifestyle, where you're coming from. You know, what have you been doing for the past years? Have you been detoxing? Have you been fasting? Depending on the lifestyle you've been living will guide you to this point. So like I said, raw food, plant-based, vegan lifestyle. To do this won't be hard for you because you would be already at a so-forth low weight for your height. Because remember, I walk around 170 when I hydrate. I'm at 170. I could be 175. Sometimes I'm like 178 when I'm hydrated, right? Now, as soon as I go outside and jog for even an hour, I could drop to 169, just like that, easily like that. I can lose 10 pounds easily, less than an hour. To an hour, I could lose 10 pounds. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. You have to prepare your mind physically, mentally for this. And very importantly, a lifestyle change. So your mind is going to be prepared through having or doing the lifestyle change. And then you're going to practice, you know, once a month, twice a month, fasting and detoxing the body. Through, you know, you could fast on watermelon and lemon juice. You could fast on green juice only, kale, spinach with some apples. You can fast on that for a week. You know, you could fast for 2 weeks. Just depends on how long you want to go. You know, so basically you just be drinking juice alone. So you're not eating any chicken, no steak, none of that stuff. Because what you're doing, you're preparing yourself mentally and physically for this challenge here. I don't recommend trying this or doing this if you haven't fasted for a good years, or detoxing, or you're consuming plant-based foods on a regular for years, 2 years, 3 years. That's all you're consuming. I wouldn't recommend you even attempting this if your lifestyle is not on a plant-based, or you haven't tried at least the detox or fasting, because you could basically hurt yourself. So the picture on the left side, that's me at around 170, could be 169. And the picture on the right, that's me at 155 pounds, 0.4, right? So, as I said before, my body wasn't dehydrated because right now I'm at 173 pounds. And even after a cut to 155, I felt okay. You know, I didn't have any headaches, nothing at all. I mean, I had little muscle cramps here and there, because I probably was on the way to being dehydrated. But there's a reason why I wanted to do this in one day, because I didn't want to go any longer than one day. If I had to go longer than one day, I probably wouldn't do this, because I know that I could cut the weight fast, so that wasn't a problem. It's just how I would hydrate back up to where I don't keep hydrating to a higher weight. Then I would have to cut more weight. That'd be crazy. That'd be nuts, because I'll be end up trying to cut 40 pounds. So there's a way that I would just minimize each coconut water I would put into my body. And I was also using fruits, star fruits, apples, strawberries. That is what I was consuming. And then I just limit it to a small portion, to where I would shoot on back maybe a pound or 2 pounds. So if I'm 159, I believe I shoot on like 4 pounds, which was a little too high. But I try to get on like at least 2-3 pounds. Then when I work out, I know for a fact that I could hit 6, 7, 8 pounds easily. Just drop it off quickly, because I know my body, right? So my thing was, when I hydrate up, I try to hydrate maybe a pound or 2. You don't want to go no higher than that. So if you drop to 159 and you're trying to get to 155, you want to at least put on a pound or 2. I kind of went 4 over and I put on like 4. So then I had to cut to 8 just to get that 155. So so that's basically it. That's just what it is, and that's how I did it. I just did this on fruits only. Hemp protein I use. Add a little bit of that in some coconut milk, coconut water I use. Strawberries, star fruit. Had bananas too. I had the ripest banana. It's close to black, spotty bananas. I had that for the sugar intake, because your body needs sugar unless you pass out. So I made sure I had enough sugar in my body. But the water consumption, coconut water was minimum. I didn't drink enough to get my belly full to where I would put on a bunch of water weight. I just put on enough to hold me, for that workout, so I could drop the rest of the weight. I also had a bottle of water with, you could use maple syrup if you want to. You can use agave, you can use coconut sugar or cane sugar. And I had that in my bottle with water, and I would take little tiny sips of that after I finished working out. I didn't take a mouthful, but just tiny sips to get sugar back into my body. As I said, your body needs sugar and carbs. That's what's run your body. Natural sugars, natural carbs, right? If you don't have that, you're gonna pass out and your organs will shut down on you. So I had bananas, which was my carbs, and then I had a little bit of sugar water, maple syrup water, and I was just sipping that, eating my star fruits, eating strawberries. But I keep my weight, as I said. If I come back in from training and it was 159, I try to keep it only 2 pounds over. I don't want to go no more than that, because if you're going higher than that, then it's like you're gonna be cutting a hell lot of weight. The weight that you cut, you're gonna hydrate back up again to where you're gonna be back at that same weight again, and you try to cut, you're gonna kill yourself. So that's basically how I did it. And also with the workout, you're gonna have to work out. You're gonna have to put some work in if you want to get rid of that water weight, right? I was doing some serious running and jogging. Nighttime jogging, running, and in daytime in the sun. And I had on maybe 3 pants and 2 shirts, right? So I was sweating, and I ran. The max I ran was 2 hours, was the max, straight, non-stop. I did some dancing also, did some martial arts, and I did some jump rope. So I combine all those workouts into one. But I usually hit one workout, which was the jogging and running. That was the thing that really took the weight off. I lose a lot of weight doing that. And I incorporated dancing and running into 1-2, which took off a whole lot of weight too. And that's how I did it. That's how I hydrate back up. Those are the workouts I did. Just running, jogging with a lot of clothes on, some martial arts training, dancing, and jump rope. That's all I did. That's all I did. And I knocked it out in a day. It was 1 day and a couple of hours. I knocked it out. Keep this in mind. I barely have any fat on me, if any, right? So all I was shedding was just water weight. For somebody else who have fat on the body, it's going to be harder to lose that fat. That's why I tell you, the lifestyle change is important. You need to change your lifestyle before attempting this. Once you change your lifestyle, raw food, vegan, plant-based, you automatically is going to start shedding some weight. But exercise, workout is an important thing too. You have to exercise and work out, because if you're just eating on a plant-based lifestyle and you're not working out, you're not doing no type of exercise, you're going to put weight on. You're going to put a ton of water weight on. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's why I did this challenge, because I want to show you that on a plant-based lifestyle, you can gain weight and you can lose it quickly. You can gain the weight quickly and you can lose it quickly. I'm already back up to 173 already. And yesterday was when I hit 155. See, and I'm not in pain. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine. If you guys have any question, just hit me up in the comment box down below and keep on kicking.